Welcome back to the pod. You know what I'm saying? We got some comedians in the building. She ain't cracked on me yet, so I'm feeling pretty good. Because I know there's a lot to crack
it's
on.
coming. It's coming, African.
We got Jennifer in the building. You know what I'm saying? With her sidekick. You know what I mean? The main guy.
He said, I ain't no sidekick.
Yeah, he said that too. It said all of his expressions. Ain't no sidekick, man.
Oh,
He said, I'm gonna talk to you after.
That's gonna be a long ride. Oh, I'm your sidekick now, huh?
All right.
I'm your sidekick, huh?
Oh,
okay.
that's definitely going in somebody's next bit. I can see. So my wife had this radio interview.
You get all kind of material out of this.
She blowing it up. She trying to get ahead of herself.
They call me the sidekick.
Yeah. So what is your? I mean, you're a comedian, right? You're a comedian duo.
Yeah.
When you look back, do you have a favorite comedian or comedian that maybe you might draw some inspiration from?
I mean, I've always been a huge fan of comedy. Like even little, I used to get in trouble for watching Saturday Night Live.
Okay.
You know, because they had a lot of stuff that little kids shouldn't be watching. You know. But I was all in it, you know. I didn't care if I got a whipping. I was just like, I'm listening. This is funny.
Right, I don't peep that.
Yeah, but just like just from movies, like Porky's, just different.
Porky's.
Remember
That's
Porky's?
I do.
Yeah, it's like Porky's.
What you know about Porky's?
Porky's.
I'm a youngster, so.
Right
She
on.
like, I don't know.
Oh, right on.
She love you. She gonna sit while we talk about Porky's. She's like, what's that?
But like Revenge of the Nerds, like some of those movies.
Girl, I mean, my kids watch Revenge of the Nerds. They was like,
oh man,
what is this?
Yeah, like that to me. Stuff
I was like, this
that.
is real.
For real.
Right,
This is when movies was good.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly, and like Mama's Family, Fred Sanford, like just different things like that. So I've never really, I've loved Richard Pryor, of course, and Dave Chappelle and stuff like that, but. There's so many other people out there besides them that, like, my favorite right now, one of my favorites is Ali Sadiq.
Yeah.
He's out of Houston.
H-Town.
Yeah, and I'm trying to think who else I like. Ali Wong, like she's representing for the bellies. Yeah,
For the pregos.
For the belly.
Yeah. So, it's just, I'm
The
really
belly
just kind of, the sweaters, you just start sweating for no reason.
Right.
So, I'm really kind of all over the place. I've always, like I said, Mama's Family all of that stuff was a huge influence on me at a young age. And so, like I said, Whoopi Goldberg, seeing somebody, my complexion on screen, just being
with the
herself.
dreads.
Yeah, with the dreads.
Well, I'm sorry, with the locks.
With locks. Yeah, I still like dreads.
Yeah.
But, just seeing her and be like, man, this is this is awesome. So like I said, from young, I remember seeing her and just so many others. And just, Martin, of course, like, that was during our era. And so, like I said, it's so many and it's across the board to where that's, some of the people that I remember.
So when you had, so we heard the story about, obviously your husband's a comedian and he started the whole thing out for the family. Let's make sure we give him some props.
Yeah, right. You got some. See?
Yeah, you got some. That's my man right there. I'm gonna look out for. I'm gonna make up for that first comment. But so how much time? Was there a period of time even before you actually said I'm gonna do this that you thought maybe that this could be something that you do?
Yeah, because we've talked about just different avenues. I had to really kind of get over it because, like I said, I'm a private person. Like I have my, I like for my life to really be private, y'all, like seriously. So I had to kind of get over that, just like, okay, because he was talking about, we could videotape. And I'm like, videotape?
YouTube channel?
Yeah, just that kind of, and I was like, no, we cool.
Yeah, we good.
Nobody don't need to see we going up in here, So I had to really kind of really get over myself. Like I was my biggest stumbling block when it came to that. And so once I really got over that and was just really starting to be open to his ideas, I was just kind of like, oh, okay, we can really do this. He was like, see, I told. I'm like, okay, so you ain't got to do all that.
Yeah. See, he's the reason why y'all doing what y'all doing.
Yeah,
I get it.
Some of it,
No, I know it's lots of different genres when you talk about comedy. You have the social media comedians, that type of comedy. You have, kind of like slapstick comedy. And I really love that you guys are actually out actively booking shows and doing comedy. I always feel like even with music artists, even with visual artists, like the shows and actually being present is kind of what separates you from people that just kind of doing this as a hobby, like it's something that you take seriously. Where do you fall within those genres? Like,
oh my gosh, I would really say we are really, for myself, I guess I would just really be, I hope I'm answering your question, but like just really stand up, because like you have people who are, and I'm not knocking those who have, however they get it, if they use social media as their platform. There's I forgot her daddy name, but he, this dude started having videos in the car, and now he's booking. I'm not hating. He's booking all over the U.S. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not mad at that. But I my avenue has really just been going out, hitting open mics. Letting people hear me. Posting some stuff on Facebook, and and like I said, even the stuff that I do post on Facebook is something pertaining to what happened to me or my interaction with my kids. So I would really say just kind of that's my pursuit and how I'm doing it. And I think we would really kind of fall maybe just somewhere between using social media as a tool, but at the same time still getting out there grinding, hitting mics. I haven't been doing them lately because it's just been hot and sister pregnant. But Texas. Yeah, but just hitting, getting around, networking, that's a very big tool. You know what I mean? And you can see the growth from it. You'll see the fruit from it because you're grinding it. Just like you say with music artists or visual artists, anything you pursue, you're going to have to grind. Right. You're going to have to work. You're going to have to bite some bullets.
Right.
You're going to have to put some work in. But at the end of the day, you'll see your fruit that comes from it. So, yeah.
Exactly. And when you speak about grinding and then seeing your fruit from it, a lot of times people get discouraged with the size of the crowd.
Oh, yeah.
But you have to really just learn how to work through that.
Yeah.
Can you just give us something? Was there any time you expected it to be more people than it was?
Oh, yeah. I mean...
You still have fun with it.
And that's one thing. And we actually was talking about that on the way here because there have been several instances where, it's like, oh, it's like, yeah, they're going to have this crowd. And, you got folks like, yeah, I'm going to be in the building. I'm going to be there. And they be like, see what had happened. What I'm saying? So it's like really just like
meant to come, but
yeah. And so, at the end of the day, I'm like, look, it makes you got to have tough skin. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You got to have, because you have some people, it could be a packed house and they sitting there like this.
Right. Right.
And it's like, dude, are you going to laugh? Yeah.
Exactly.
It's like, okay. Like, what do you want? Right. You had a
do a dance for me.
Yeah, I'm a
come on
jig, like what you want. Like you at a comedy show, laugh. It's okay. You know?
Right.
And so, to me, that's worse than, if I have you and you stone faced and I'm like, okay.
Yes. So.
All right. What I'm saying? Right. and versus if I have one person in there or 6 people in there and they laughing, they're having a good time.
Exactly.
So I find that's worse. You know what I'm saying? Because you like, all right. And so like you can't really base that on your performance. You got to go out there. You got to give it 100 regardless. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like if it's 1, if it's 60, if it's 600, you still got to have that energy.
Exactly.
And know that, you're going to have some shows where you be like, oh, I could have done better.
Right.
But at the same time, it's just like, okay, it's a learning experience, and just keep it moving. That's my keep it moving.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Keep it moving.
Keep it moving.
Yeah. So do you ever have situations like, as far as everybody has different comedic styles and everything, how they enter the stage, do you ever like really, how much do you interact with the audience is my question. Like as far as like cracking on them or just,
okay, because let me tell you, I have a history of like of ribbing people. So I have really tried not to go because people expect that, especially like, being voted most witty. Like I've said some pretty mean things in my life to people. So I try not to go that route. But if pushed or heckled, I can go there.
Okay.
But but I do believe in interacting with your crowd because you feed off of that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So to get them laughing and going, and then if they may chime in, which now some comedians that's like, oh no, don't do that. But I engage it because they become a part of your energy. You know what I'm saying? So they get their energy going, your energy going, and it's good. Okay. So I interact with them. I don't really I don't go there, like, oh, look at little daddy.
Right. That's what I'm saying. There's some people. That's what they love it.
Yeah, I can, cause I size you up, be
You
like,
Yeah.
A, B, and C, boom, say something.
Got him.
Come on,
Please say something.
give me what I could get the people what they want. Come on, but I don't do that. But
Okay,
if I
okay.
can, I can do it because, like I said, some people that know me be like, yeah, they got a couple people on couches now because what you told them back, and I was like, I'm so sorry.
Still remember that.
I'm sorry. We was in school. We were kids.
Yeah, having a good time.
We supposed to
Right.
laugh.
Yeah,
We
it's
was
supposed to be
laughing.
enjoyable.
I'm sorry.
I got you. Okay.
So, what was the hardest show that you've done so far?
Oh my goodness, the hardest show. I think I would say for me, I really get anxious before every show. Honestly, I get anxious before every show, but I love music. Like, so I have like and I love rap. Like, I love rap music, regardless of who it is. Well, I ain't gonna say regardless of who it is because I don't listen to mumble rap. Let me clear that up. I don't do the mumble rap. I love old school, and stuff like that, and and so I just really kind of take that and I channel that. And then what really helped me is that it's like, okay, they really don't know you anyway.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, hey, you go there, you do your thing. If they like it, they like it. You don't, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. You know what I'm saying? You just grow from it. So it's really every show. Like before I got up there for the festival, I was like, all right, little daddy, please don't go into labor. I'm sweating up here. We good. And I mean, and it works out. It always works out. Even when it's just like that one person, and you may have about 6 stone-faced people in there, and they just they booting you up. You like, come on. Okay, so you one of them. Okay, I'm gonna talk to the wall then, because I'm blocking you out.
I mean, no eye contact.
Yeah, it's just like whatever. So
what was the difference between a regular stand-up night versus the comedy festival?
really, it was. I mean, a regular stand-up night is there wasn't too much of a difference, But to me, like I said, to somebody else, but it was just really you go up there, you do your thing. You may have your set carved out or what you want to do, but that's really nothing too
just
much.
A lot more comedians at one time.
Yeah, it's more comedians at one time. They have the whole. I mean, really a host, but it's still like a comedy show. So different festivals for they operate different. You know what I'm saying? So
having more comedians at the same time, does that make the crowd more diverse?
Yeah, it does, because you have different comedians from different backgrounds, different races. You know what I'm saying? Which is to me a beautiful thing. You know what I mean? They have some comedians that geared towards a black crowd, some comedians that geared towards a white crowd, or whatever it is. But I really enjoy a diverse crowd, because I feel like if I could make someone from that walk a different path from me laugh, then I got to be doing something right. You know what I'm saying? You may not be able, or you might be able to relate to me in some ways. I don't know. I mean, I have a bit about girls selling Girl Scout cookies. You know what I'm saying? So as a mom selling Girl Scout cookies, you can relate, and the lady that live in Frisco can relate. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So it just really varies. So I think really being able to perform in front of a diverse crowd, that's amazing to me. And also perform in front of my people. So yeah, that's where.
Awesome.
Dope.
Awesome.
So she was telling me, she was saying earlier, what was your most difficult show? So do you remember like your hottest joke, or the joke that you're like your go-to joke?
Oh my goodness.
Or your go-to story?
Yeah. I have a new one now, but my go-to was losing my black card, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Because I lost my black card because I am a true lover of Starbucks. Like I have the gold card
Yeah.
member.
She a real member.
I have stock. That was before the incident.
Yeah. Before the incident.
Before the incident. Before they hacked Lil Daddy and them up. That was. So, and I talk about that. I talk about like my love for pumpkin spice. You know what I'm saying? Like I go by my relative's house. I don't want sweet potato pie for Thanksgiving. I won't. See, that's what I'm saying. So and I love that, because that's the looks I get from the crowd, especially if it's like a black audience. If it's a white audience, they're like, you're right.
Right.
We love you.
Right.
we love you.
Hey, Becky.
Right.
Becky in the building.
Hey, Susie. Susie, you do your
Thing.
You go, Jen.
Y'all all be in the line together at Starbucks.
Yeah,
in the front.
I'm getting recognized and stuff, so it's crazy. So I talk about like my love for crafts. So I take classes at Michael's. Like, what black woman with dreads, take arts and crafts classes at Michael's?
With
like,
dreads too.
you know what I'm saying? So it's so I talk about that, and then also but there's repercussions. So my black, I can't get any $5 boxes from Popeyes for 18 months. Because my black card has been revoked.
Oh, man.
We'll wait.
Yeah.
We'll wait for that spice, that hot chicken out the grease.
Yeah.
We'll wait 45 minutes with the gas running.
I'm glad you brought up race though, because I think that's a big part of how you guys move forward within this realm.
Yes.
So what's the biggest, I guess, challenge because we all know black comedy is very different from everybody else's comedy.
Yeah.
So how does that, doing clean sets and stuff like that, does that fit in? Do you feel like you?
It does. Sometimes, and I've heard other comedians, of course, they may not tell you outright. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you're not keeping it 100 or whatever like that. But I don't look at that, because at the end of the day, it's like, okay, who buying these tickets? You understand what I'm saying? Who's moving? Who's making moves? So, I've always, and like I said, don't get me wrong, I love my people, but it's not just us in this world. You know what I'm saying? So, for us to be a part of different diverse shows and to, we may be in more white clubs than black clubs. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, that's not what it's all about. It's about making moves. It's about, getting recognized and doing what we love. You know what I'm saying? And if that's just so happen to be in a more black market, then okay, it's Reliant getting paid. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Or if it's in a market where it tend to be more white people than black people in the audience, then to me that's big, because to me you kind of limit yourself. And even with being, I've had somebody who's very near and dear to us who's won he won awards for his jokes, selling jokes to like major comedians. He even said like just being clean, like he's like a mentor for us. And he was just like, being clean, you get so much further. You know what I'm saying? Because you can multiple doors can open for you just being a clean comedian.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Versus you have to you don't even really know how to dial down your set. And I've seen that for some comedians, and it's like, okay, you can see what he's talking about, because you can see how it's a struggle, and they stumble, and it's just like, oh, okay. Yeah. Whereas it's just like, oh, well, I'm clean, so I know I can do corporate gigs, because I can't go and somebody's corporation and be like, what's up, bitch? You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
bitch, y'all bitches up in here.
What y'all doing, nigga?
What's happening?
I can't.
Nigga, yesterday.
Your ass looks taking that drag. Like, you can't do that. You can't say that. Like, you can't be in the people job in the corporations telling people they all wrong. Like, so like it was. I'm gonna tell a quick story right quick. We was doing this show. It was the both of us.
Right. He's like, what you about to talk about?
You don't know what she about to say.
I'm coming from left field. It's not about you though. It's not about you. And so that was this and it was, they wanted clean. The person that put it together, they was like, look, we need clean sets, so don't, and there was this one comedian. He don't really do clean, so it's hard for him to kind of clean it up.
Yeah.
So he was telling this joke. And they had older ladies, and it was really like for the moms and stuff. So, okay, your mom is in, you know what I mean? So he was just in there. He was like, yeah, what's up, bitch? And I was like, oh, did he say it's called, did he say bitches? Oh, daddy.
Oh, bring it back. Bring it
back. No.
Run that back real quick.
So I was just like, oh, I'm so sorry, sir. I'm sorry. So he was like, oh, my bad. I'm nervous. Like, so.
Lost the crowd.
Everybody was just like, you know what, you could go, because you just did this great.
Next.
Right.
So are there any specific shows, festivals that you are looking to get into?
Yes. As a matter of fact, I am heading to New Orleans this week. Yes, and to be a part of the Black Girls Giggles festival. This is their second year doing it, and I'm super excited because this will be my first time performing at home, with my people and, just family and friends. And so I have 2 shows I'm doing. I'm doing a show at the Howlin' Wolf on Thursday. And then there's another show Sunday on the 8th I'm doing. And so I'm really looking forward to that. I actually have 2 shows in October that we're doing. We're doing one in Lake Charles, a private event, and so for breast cancer awareness. And then there's a show out here. I haven't gotten all of the information with it, but it is a national comedian that'll be headlining that show. So I'll be possibly opening up for her. So that's in the making right now. And so I'll be on hiatus after. I'll be on maternity leave for a few months, but October is so far is booking up for me. So
awesome.
So I'm excited about that and just really looking forward to what lies ahead.
Right.
So where it takes us.
So real quick, I know we're about to get out of here, but I just, as a curiosity for myself, what's kind of in the future for you? I mean, do you feel like movies or just the stand up or your own special or writing?
I mean, I am really. I believe it or not, I took a writing class, a comedy writing class, and I was smitten. Like I really was, because that was just something where it challenged me, because I do love to write. And so taking that class, and I was writing, and really actually preparing to put a package together that's in the NBC, so that, I could possibly get picked up to write for like what is it, The Tonight Show or SNL or something like that.
Awesome.
But it's brutal, so that's the kind of like what I struggle with, because the schedule is is intense. So I would work long hours. The money would be great.
Right.
Money would be real nice.
Right.
But we would have to move to New York or LA. Right. And that's a whole nother tax bill, living costs is just ridiculous.
Yes.
And so I really have to just really kind of keep in mind, like, my family, those are my priorities, and I don't want to put any burden on them. And then also what that'll do for, like, I really just take his career as well as into consideration, because like I said, this is, it's passion. It's my passion as well. But I also am being considerate about what he is now. If this is something that that'll be lucrative for the both of us, then that'll work. But I would love to write. But so far it looks like stand up is what's rolling. So I'm just I'm just really kind of like rolling with it. I've and see, like, I've done the women's conference since I've been out here at a church, and I was like, okay, this is nice. Hallelujah.
And it's clean too, so that works.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. It being clean, so many doors,
opportunity.
You never know. And corporations and gigs like that, they pay and they feed you.
Right.
They do.
Food be nice, catered events.
And they give gifts.
I like that.
Okay.
You get a little gift bag.
My little check was in the gift bag. I was like,
goodies.
That was a nice little cup. Thank you. All right.
Let everybody know.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Let everybody know where they can find you online.
Oh, yes. So I am at Jen Griffin on Facebook. That's my handle for Facebook. I am J Griffin. That's my Instagram handle. And Jen Griffin Comedy is my Twitter feed. That's my Twitter handle. Also, for booking information, you can reach me at jengriffincomedy@gmail.com. If you want to, like what you heard today, you want to get a little bit more,
go on, book her.
Go ahead and holler at you.
After she dropped Lil Man.
After I got Lil Man.
Lil Man?
Oh, yeah, it's Lil Man.
Lil Man, okay.
Yeah, the Lord heard our prayers. Yeah. Couldn't do no more girls.
Yeah.
No.
Well, thank you so much. You've been a pleasure.
Thank y'all
today.
for having us.
We
This
are
has
so
been
happy to
awesome.
have
So
you.
much fun.
We gotta have you after you come back from
Maternity
leave.
Yes.
We need to bring my man up.
I know we need to do it.
Next time we need to bring my man up. That's another episode.
The dynamic duo.
Please indeed. I got you, baby.
We definitely.
Seriously.
All right, if you want to find the Quad online, you can check out
at Quad Podcast on Instagram and both Facebook as well. You can also follow me at speakvo._Nicole.
You can follow me at BLK_GAHST75 on Instagram only.
Instagram only.
Instagram only.
Exclusive.
Yeah.
Goodness. I'm absolutely Adia _ on Instagram and Adia El Egblomase on Facebook. Just put my whole Africanness.
Put it there.
Right.
I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
On Facebook. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I am absolutely. I was about to say I'm Ash.
Well, you know,
I'm
they
absolutely
love us.
Adia.
It's your girl Ashley Nicole.
It's the franchise.
And we are the Quad.